Hello there, Lunar Squadron, and welcome back to the channel. Last week, we got the official story trailer for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and ever since then, we have been breaking down the various new story details we received in that trailer. In our last video, it was all about Miles Morales and the surprising return of Mr. Negative himself and how their relationship might play out in this game. Well, today, we are talking about all things Venom, all of the new story details we got about Venom in this game, more specifically, what his motive might be in this game, and really what is driving him to do the things that he is going to do in this game. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you as always, and the way to do that is just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button, the bell notification right on next to it. It'll notify you every single time that Andreas and I upload. Now with that out of the way, Andreas, are you ready to talk about our favorite symbiote?
Oh yeah, Nick, let's do it. If you've been watching our coverage of Spider-Man 2, from the very beginning, we've talked a great deal about Venom, what his motives might be, his identity, his abilities, but I think generally we've just taken a lot of interest in Venom, and I think now that we've gotten some new information by way of the story trailer, this is just a great point to again circle back and really get to the heart of this Venom character, get to the heart of his motives. What is he looking to do in this story? How is this all going to go down? Nick, do you want to kick us off with the new information that we got in the story trailer, and then we can maybe work from there?
Yes, I sure do. Now, it is abundantly clear that this last week has been all about Venom. It was a symbiotic relationships panel. The story trailer was heavily focused around Venom. That was the big reveal at the end, was finally getting to see Venom in action in this game. It's all about Venom. It's like Venom Week never stops. And I want to just say off the bat that we are going to be taking the new details in this trailer at its surface level. We're not going to try and 4D chess this and kind of fake ourselves out. We are just going to assume, for the sake of this conversation, that Harry is actually Venom in this game. It is the most likely scenario now that we've gotten this story trailer and the details within it. And Andreas, where I want to start is with the beginning, with this opening scene where Harry is talking about, I can't believe I'm still here 10 years later. Like, I can't believe I'm here. I've gotten a second chance. I'm going to take advantage of it. I need you by my side. We are going to heal the world. And then later on, we get that great Venom line where he says, we are going to heal the world. And that's where everyone kind of put two and two together, that it appears that Harry is in fact Venom in this game. And Andreas, we are going to heal the world. That is perhaps some context or some clues as to what Venom is trying to accomplish in this game, but what does that mean?
That is the key question, I think, at the heart of what motivates Venom in this game, if, of course, Harry is going to be the Venom of this game. And to get to the heart of the answer there, we really have to dig deep into what we know about Harry in Insomniac's Spider-Verse. And a lot of people, when they heard the phrase heal the world, their minds go directly to his ailments. Of course, Harry suffering from Osteron syndrome, and it makes sense, Harry saying the symbiote healed me, and so now I in turn would like to heal the world, and a lot of people are thinking that this involves him using the symbiote to spread it to other people, perhaps with other ailments such as Osteron syndrome, and then heal the world in that respect. But when you dig a little deeper and you look into Harry's character and his background from clues that are laid throughout Spider-Man PS4, I think you really get to the heart of what heal the world actually means. And what I'm referring to is, if you know about Harry, you know that his mother was an environmental attorney. Her name was Emily Osborn, and she fell ill to Osteron syndrome, and unfortunately, Norman Osborn was unable to save her. She perished from that syndrome. And because of her passing at Harry's very young age of 15, Harry dedicates a lot of his life to vindicating his mother's interest in saving the environment. And throughout the game, he has established various environmental research stations throughout New York City, which are funded by Oscorp. These range from anything between pollution monitors to marine life monitors to plastic and water, all sorts of things. They all have to do with saving the environment. So Harry's goal, which is vestigial to his mother's goal, is to heal the world, literally to heal the world from environmental damage. And I think a lot of people have overlooked that motive. And I think when you start to unpack that motive, you might actually get to the heart of what this symbiote, what this Venom is trying to accomplish in this game.
So I gotta ask you then a question, Andreas, a follow-up question. Because I wonder what the symbiote could possibly do to help the environment, and the only thing I can think of is he just going on a murder spree, and he's just like, you know what, people are the problem, I'm killing the people, they're the ones that are killing the earth. Is that kind of where he's going?
You know, I could very well see an angle where, of course, you look at all of these things that are impacting the environment, like we're talking about pollution, which an audio recording from Harry indicates like he literally blames Oscorp for the pollution. And there's a human element causing all of these harms to the environment. And you can tell from maybe Harry's point of view. And I think Harry's like coming from a good angle in the prior game, because I do think he is a good person at heart. But again, this game is about the darkness in people. And if you want to combat the damage that humans have done to the environment, what is the darkest way that you can think about accomplishing that? And we've seen, you know, that end screen where Harry is overlooking New York and the power cuts. And I could very well think of, you know, humans burning fossil fuels with their electric plants and their companies and their big corporations harming the environment. I could see Venom doing things like cutting the power for humanity, and maybe even taking it a step further and actually killing innocent lives in an attempt to reset Earth to where it was before humanity had caused all of this environmental pollution.
I gotta say, that is a very interesting theory, because for me, when I first heard we are going to heal the world, I was kind of thinking of things like, if you remember the first Venom movie where the guy who's like the like play on Elon Musk, I can't think of the character's name, the guy who runs the aerospace company, he wanted to progress humanity further. He wanted to take the next evolutionary step and bind people with the symbiote. And then you think of like the Amazing Spider-Man movie with Lizard, where he wanted to take the next evolutionary step with humanity and help heal the wrongs with humanity and the things that hold them back by turning them all into lizards. So my mind was kind of going in that direction. But now, Andreas, after hearing your theories and what we know about what Harry is trying to accomplish through the backstory of Spider-Man 1 and all of those audio recordings, it's a theory that I really am starting to buy into, and I think it is really interesting. Now, one of the other big questions I have, and I think this is a big question that comes up anytime you see Venom and Spider-Man involved with each other, is where does the breakdown in that relationship come from? Like, why does Venom hate Spider-Man? Why is Spider-Man trying to stop Venom? And I want to point back to that conversation from that story trailer where Harry outright says, Pete, I need you at my side. Like, I need you with me in on this. And then there's that scene later on in the story trailer where Harry confronts him, like in that intersection where they landed the helicopter that we pointed out was really weird, that there was a helicopter in the intersection there. And it seems like Harry's like, I don't know, maybe a little upset, but he's like, hey, this was our dream. Like, are you throwing this away? Are you not standing with me? And I do wonder then, is this a type of situation where Harry becomes completely radicalized? He becomes so obsessed with what he's trying to accomplish and trying to do it via the Venom symbiote that Peter's just like, look, man, you're going way too far. You have gone way too far with this. You're starting to do horrible things to accomplish your goal. This is not what your mom would have wanted. This is not the right way to do things. Is that where that breakdown in that relationship happens? Because we have this quote from the Marvel Games vice president, creative director Bill Roseman, where he says that Venom doesn't want to rob banks. He doesn't want to take over the world. Venom wants to kill Spider-Man. So we know that one of Venom's objectives in this game is going to be to kill Spider-Man. So I really wonder, like, what does Peter and or Spider-Man do to him outside of like Peter abandoning the symbiote, which pisses the symbiote off in canon? What does Peter do that makes Harry, if he's Venom, just outright want to kill him?
That is a really important question in all of this, because I think it is important to decode and demystify what the Venom motive is against Spider-Man. And Nick, if I have to think of a reason, it very well might follow that model of Harry is going a bit too far. He's taking things out of control and he's going down like the mad scientist path where he's maybe obsessive over accomplishing his goals, where it becomes Machiavellian. Like the ends are justifying the means for Harry and it's hurting people, and Spider-Man is standing in the way of that goal and he will stop at nothing to accomplish that goal. And maybe that is at the heart of this conflict, and that kind of just makes sense based on the dialogue. It looks like it's kind of setting up that mad scientist storyline with Harry, and I would not be surprised if that were the case. But of course, I'm so excited to see what direction and what conflict arises between these two, who are best friends at heart, mind you. Like, Peter and Harry do not have beef. Like, Peter introduces Harry as his best friend in the story trailer. And so this is really a impasse that is going to arise between two best friends, and for that reason it's going to be super dramatic, and I can't wait to see how this all unravels. And on that note, guys, I'd love to hear what you all think in the comments down below. Do you think that Harry and Venom are literal when they're saying that they want to heal the world, that this is some sort of environmental tirade that they're going to take too far and it is going to create an impasse between Harry and Peter? Or are you thinking of some alternative explanation? Is it just a matter of Venom trying to spread to everyone? Or is it a matter of Venom just going postal and trying to kill everyone? Let us know in the comments down below what you all think is going to go down with Venom in this story, and how is that going to comport with Harry's motives, and how is it going to drive a wedge between these two best friends in this game? Would love to hear all of your theories in the comments down below. However, that's going to do it for this discussion. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.